You don't motivate a team by throwing them a new gimmick every time your bookings start dipping. You just don't. That's just feeding that same reinvention cycle that we are trying to break, that we're talking about during this episode. Here's what works: bring your people back to the vision. Every time bookings get low, morale gets low. You have to bring them back to the vision. Remind them what you stand for. Remind them what you guys are all building together so that they feel like they are a part of something that's actually going somewhere. They're not just clocking in for a paycheck. Then pick one thing that you guys can work on to sharpen together. Maybe it's tightening up the guest experience. Maybe it's hitting better rebooking numbers. Maybe it's using that time for education that's going to level everyone up. That is how you build a culture that isn't going to panic every time the phone slows down, because you've got bigger goals than just staying busy. Yes, that's important, but you've got bigger goals. You are building depth that pays off when the rush is going to come back. Chandra, what's one thing that you've had maybe your team do and double down on during a slow month that actually mattered more than just one quick fix promo?
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the things that we do, it's kind of an ongoing thing, like to be honest, but it's something that we definitely double down on when times get slow. And that's really them kind of going through their client list. We're like, who haven't you seen? What new clients do you need to follow up with to get those rebookings, to get that retention up and to fill the books? Because if they can consistently work on that, then they don't have those slow times as much. It's not always about trying to just bring in all these new clients or do all these new promos. Really having things in place that is built, keeping the clients there, getting them to book more and getting those referrals is what we really focus on.
I think that's great. We actually were just having a conversation the other day, you and I, about an owner that we know who has a really busy salon right now, very, very busy, but it's new guests over and over and over and over, right? They're pre-booking, their referrals like super down, super low. One day, new clients are going to stop. You can't depend on bringing in 100 new clients every single week all the time. That stops at some point. So I think focusing on things like that with your team, like you just said, is so freaking important. Here's the bottom line: constant change is not how good leadership works. Consistency is. Your business doesn't need 15, 20, 25 new ideas. It needs you to stand up and lead the one that you've got fully and clearly until it works.